So, you've been playing Vanguard Zero for upwards of 4 months at this point, and I'm sure the novelty of the game is beginning to wear off. The ranked is becoming boring, decks are becoming stale, and it feels like all you're really doing in the game is waiting until your next deck support comes out before you can really start enjoying it. What if I told you there was another way? Another way to have fun in this game, another way to experience Cardfight Vanguard Zero that wasn't dependent on Game Studio making some kind of mechanic change, or Bushiroad announcing your favorite deck support next week, or giving you a really cool clan/skin event. What if I told you the only limitation was your imagination? Welcome back, everyone. My name is Steven Rodriguez. I'm your true champion, and today we're going to be tackling the Commander Challenge in Cardfight Vanguard Zero. Let's get started. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the TrueChampionSteven channel. We're doing another brand new Vanguard Zero challenge, and it's called the Commander Challenge. Don't worry if you don't know what that means, I made it up. Basically what it is we're going to be doing a singleton format challenge in Cardfight Vanguard Zero. And for those that don't know, Commander is the name of the singleton format for Magic the Gathering. You know how in Vanguard and Vanguard Zero, you're allowed 4 copies of any unique card in your deck? Well, today, it's only 1 copy of each unique card in your deck, and that's how we need to build our decks. And just like every other challenge I do on this channel, we're going to be building a deck like that and taking it on the rank ladder and playing 3 matches with it. If at least 1 match results in a win, the challenge is a success. You can play in a brand new way that was completely unexpected and, believe it or not, actually get some wins and have some fun. Making up Vanguard Zero challenges is one of my favorite things to do in this game. Doing my rarity challenges are so much fun. I really enjoy trying to just like break the boundaries of this game and trying to add breadth and depth to it that makes it more enjoyable for me, and hopefully can inspire you guys to kind of break out of your shells and not like limit yourselves with this game and what you can actually experience, because it's my firm belief that when it comes to anything like Vanguard or TCGs in general, the only amount of success and joy you can get is limited by your willpower and your imagination. And I think something like this is a really good example of how you can make this game different and hopefully more enjoyable. So if you guys are excited for another brand new Vanguard Zero challenge, why not let me know that by hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel, and clicking that bell for notifications so you guys know when my videos go live for you. If this video gets 200 likes, I will be doing a special live version of this challenge when set 7 drops over on my Twitch channel. So definitely be sure to smash that like button and go drop a follow down on Twitch, because I know the True Squad, we're gonna hit that like goal and it's gonna be insane. But anyways, with all that being said, let's go ahead and hop into my deck builder and see what kind of crazy singleton deck I created for today's Commander Challenge. Okay, boys and girls, now, as I'm sure you can already tell, I have a deck named Secret right here, and it is a Nova Grappler deck. Before I show you guys this Nova Grappler deck, I want to get some things off my chest here before the comments yell at me. Yes, I'm playing 4 PGs, okay? I'm playing 4 PGs in this deck because I'm going on ranked. If I was just playing against a friend of mine and we were both doing the singleton challenge, of course I'd only use one of them, but I'm going on ranked, and in order to have some amount of possibility to win against someone that is playing 4 PGs, I need to make sure that we're on an even playing field. Otherwise I will be at a severe disadvantage, and that's not the point of this challenge. The point is to be hard, not impossible, okay? Get that out the way before the comments yell at me. I am using a Nova Grappler deck today because I thought it'd be the easiest one to kind of start off this challenge with, because as I'm sure you guys know, Nova Grappler has one of the biggest card pools of all Vanguard Zero right now. Plus, I think it has like the most generic like good cards that can just be thrown into a deck, and thus it has like no limitation to kind of what you can actually do. Let me show you what I mean. So here is the deck, you guys. Obviously, I'm not going to go through every single one and explain why it's in here, because some of them were just picked at random because they were the best of what was left. But I am playing a little mini Razor engine. I have Battle Razor, all the Grade 1 Razors, all the Grade 2 Razors, and of course, Perfect Razor. It's possible to get them off, and so you never know, boys and girls, we could go crazy with this deck. I am playing kind of like the generic Death Army package. We have Death Army Guy, Lady, and we have Death Army Commander, which all do the same thing. When you dry trick a Grade 3, we stand it. So I think the most And obviously the best generic card in Omniv Rebler, we have Ashura Kaiser, who's gonna be hopefully the main card that I sort of mulligan for and try and get as soon as possible, because once we are on this guy, it really doesn't matter what our other cards are, because they're just gonna be restanding and attacking our opponent's Vanguard. We have the generically really just powerful cards like Brutal Jack, Boomerang Thrower, Miss Splendor, and I am playing a mini little Blaukluger engine. I got Blaupanzer, I got Blaukluger, and I got Stern Blaukluger in here, which again, you never know, could just happen because that's the way the game works sometimes. I'm not playing the grade 0 Blau because obviously I think a card like Battle Razor is more generically good than, you know, Blaujunge, but if I ever ride this boy and I ever get this boy in my hand, I can just grab this boy and have a guaranteed 11k base that can restand when it hits. Let's freaking go, boys and girls. Some other cool things that I noticed we can do is that I have, you know, Street Bouncer in here, so I can like rest my Death Army guys or my Death Army commanders, switch the spots, and then they restand because I get great 3s. You know, like there's some funny things I could make happen here depending on what my hand actually ends up being. Obviously, the deck has no synergy nor actual game plan. It's kind of just like whatever you draw is what you get, and that's the way it's gonna go. It's not like an actual commander deck where like everything is basically generic, and so you can always add value to whatever card you draw. Whatever you get is what you get, and so you got to make the best of what you have. So I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be really dramatic and kind of hopefully really hilarious, so hopefully you guys are excited. If you guys have any questions about this, or you do want to see me do a live version of this challenge, remember 200 likes, follow me on Twitch. I do go live every Monday, Thursday, Friday. I do all kinds of things in just chatting, and I play a lot of Vanguard Zero, so if you ever want to come see me do live challenges like this, that's the best place to do it. But with that being said, let's take this deck over on the rank ladder, play our 3 games, and see what it can do. The new season started, so heck of a way to start a new season, boys and girls. We're using Singleton to start the brand new season. Oh boy, this is gonna be exciting. All right, guys, here we are for game 1, fighting against Gold Paladin. Oh, dude, I hate doing challenges against like toolbox decks that can just like do whatever they want and just outright are better than me in every single way, like Gold Paladin. But here we go. So I had the Blaukluger in my hand, so there's no reason not to keep that. I have Brutal Jack, plus I have, okay, I'm gonna keep everything except for the Jack and the Splendor, because I think Kirara can give me more value with the Claydol mechanic than Jack can, and I don't want to keep the Miss Splendor, obviously. It's so crazy. Like once I ride one of these cards, they're gone. You know what I mean? Like I gotta be really careful about what I ride here. So there's the Gareth forcing me to boost with Battle Razor on turn 1 potentially if I want to get any damage through. That could be a little annoying if I wanted to kind of maybe save it for a Perfect Razor play in the future. Speaking of Perfect Razor, no, I'm not riding a Razor, so it's not really worth going for at this point. So I think I'm better off just like using Perfect Razor and then hanging on to everything else until we see what happens. But I do have a pretty dope grade 3 that'll get me another Battle Razor, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, we'll just hang on to everything else and swing at the faceplate. I swear, if he just like turn 1 goes into Ezel, sorry, turn 2 goes into Ezel thanks to his Bowman and stuff, I'm gonna be super pissed off because I'm just like, what am I supposed to do? I don't have any advantage. I'm not playing like, you know, Beast Eaters or something, and oh my goodness, I get to do the play. So what? Razors out the wazoo. We're playing Blouse this game, boys. I got everything. I did it. As long as okay, I should say, as long as I don't damage check my Stern, I'll be able to get off Blaukluger this game, which is super cool. I didn't think that was gonna happen game 1. So that's very exciting. Also, SP Lopbeard looking clean. That heal trigger is a bit annoying, but it means I get to attack more with Stern, I guess. So that's cool. Okay, so that's not a Stern. He does have one more attack. Let's see if it's a Stern check. I really hope it's not. Okay, so yeah, the Razor game plan out the window, boys. Razor game plan, just throw it out the window. That's we don't have the cards. It's not in the cards. But I'll tell you what is Stern Blaukluger is, and there's a PG. Oh, we're living La Vida Loca now, boys and girls. And a really cool thing about Stern, by the way, is that he does kind of filter through your deck. So I'll be able to like, you know, dig for like PGs probably, because they're the most copies of cards that I play, obviously. So I can like discard useless things and get those if I need it. I'm gonna hang on to, I think, I do want to get that counter charge off, thanks to Blaukluger with Kirara, so that seems useful to me. Plus getting double intercept against, you know, Gold Paladin is really good for you. I can't remember if I put Toolkit Boy in this deck. Oh, I really wish I did. After this game, if it's not in here, I'm definitely putting it in here because I didn't think about that, how useful that could be. So yeah, we'll use that. Don't draw a trigger, please. That'd be nice. Great. Almighty Reporter's in here, by the way, which if you don't know what this card does, this is the Airmo clone for the deck. There might be some cards in here you guys don't know what they do, but I'll explain if I think you don't know what they do. No countercharge there. Feels bad, but it was obviously the best play to go for, right? Did not misplay at all. Just got a little unlucky there, but my opponent is just kind of sitting there with not much on their board either. So like, unless they just commit a lot of cards in their hand, which I can severely punish, actually, believe it or not, because I do have Transriser plus boosters, so I'll be able to kind of make a board out of nothing. And there you go. So I think this turn we're gonna like just control him, put him to 2 damage, and get rid of his rear guards, and then just kind of like see what he goes from there. And then when he gives us our like you know 2 more damage or whatever, we'll be able to stern him and sort of push him to 5 damage instead of just like leaving him on 3 or something. So looking forward to that. Maybe I should put crits in this deck. I don't know. It's 9 draw right now because I figured I may as well maximize whatever consistency I might have. But I think I could see this working with some crits in here maybe. I don't know like what purpose they would serve though outside of Stern, right? Like that's the question. Like certain grade 3s you want stands, other grade 3s you definitely want crits. And so like it's just kind of questionable to play anything other than draws because all the cards in your deck are gonna utilize those really well, of course. I've been seeing a lot of grade 2s and 1s though, so that is expected. But I got the Lion Heat, I got the Almighty Reporter, and I got my Death Army guy. So our board's looking really nice, sort of, as nice as it can look, I guess. I'm gonna swing in a weird way, but I think it works. Okay, yeah, that was my game plan the whole time, was to just basically go like this, because like if I want to give him the 3 damage this turn if it's possible for me. Because I'm gonna bank on him not just like clutching on to his damage adder, right? Oh wait, I only have 1 counterblast. I'm so stupid. I totally forgot. I thought I had 2 face up this whole time. But my plan was going to be to like restand the Transvision and poke for a 3rd damage. Oh wait, did I say Almighty Reporter was an Airmo clone? I'm sorry, it's not. It's the Corgi clone. It bounces back to your hand after you hit with it, which is just nice because it combos nicely with Sternblock Luger, was why I played it. Also, it's just nice to get boosters back to your hand to protect them against like Kagura or something. Like I thought like when I was picking cards to this deck, boys and girls, I was like, okay, what's the scenario? What's the scenario where this card's good? If I can think of one, it's going in. Was my first thought, because like there were some scraps. All right, there were some scraps left over. I'll tell you what there were. My opponent now has no cards in their hand though. That's a big thing. There's a crit. Jesus, can he stop triggering, please? He's checked 7 triggers, man. Absolutely insane. He's gonna push us to 5 damage, man. Oh, I would have liked to have just been at 4. Because I could go for Stern this turn, but I'm not going to. Like going for Stern this turn is so bad because like it pushes him to 4. Like I want to Stern him to 5 damage, not to 4, you know? Like I always say in my streams, why give him 4 damage? We can give him 5. But so yeah, this turn I'm not even going to use Stern's effect. Luckily I have 2 PGs in my hand, thank God, but if I didn't, we'd be in serious trouble. So go top decks, but yeesh, okay. I'm not even gonna like risk attacking his Vanguard because I know me, I'll make the stupid mistake of activating the effect for no reason. Good draw trigger, I'll take it. Ooh, my stand trigger. That's right, we do put stand triggers back thanks to Battle Razors, which is nice. Like a little nice little bonus. All right, so push him to that 3 damage. I like depending on his top deck, right? Oh, I swear to God, if he top decks a damage adder, I'll be a little pissed. But anything other than that, and we're fine. We'll go into our next turn. We'll push him to 5 damage potentially, maybe even kill him actually, if we get enough triggers, because that's the way Sternblock Luger works. We can just kill him because he gave us enough counterblasts to do so, right? I would restand twice, yeah. So I would have enough counterblasts to kill him if I got enough triggers, which as of right now, we've got only 2 in our deck. Jesus, I've been drawing a lot of them, I guess. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Oh no, I thought it was 2 because it stopped like right there. I just realized we have so I didn't think about that. I thought where Cosmo Lord was where it ended. I didn't even realize. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 left. Gosh, that is so, guys, look at this deck. Look at this deck. Oh my God, that is so confusing. Hashtag confusing deck in the comments. Jesus, oh my God. Talk about a scuffed deck, boys and girls. Talk about a scuffed deck. Depending on what ooh, if I draw a Death Army Lady here, Mr. Invincible. How many cards are my soul? What if I had just like 6 soul for some weird reason? That would have been so crazy. All right, right skip. Oh God, I really want to swing. Oh, Oh god, I really shouldn't swing until I have Vanguard swing. Yeah, so I'm gonna keep these 2 cards so I can discard them. It's just the better maneuver. I really want to swing with the rearguard column first, but I'm not. There's just no point. Alright, you resend the column anyway, doesn't matter what I grab. Alright, all we need is 1 trigger here to guarantee another attack. And there's the heal trigger, which is super huge, boys. Okay, if he doesn't get the defensive, I swing with Mr. Invincible first. Nice. Okay, I think we got this one. Guys, I think we did it. I just realized, I think we did it. So, as long as he doesn't heal on this next or the next check, we win the game, right? Yes, we should, right? If he doesn't get a trigger, he could obviously get a trigger and stuff, but then so can we. Okay, so there's the trigger that he needed, but now we're at 4 damage and one PG. So it is possible to survive whatever he throws at us, and no trigger. Okay, so we don't kill him sadly, but we were very close. That was a very close match right there. I think if I had one, if only this Mr. Invincible was a freaking intercept, I would have actually won the game. I think guaranteed, because then he can't kill us, but he will get to do the limit break. And I think depending on what he drive checks and what I drive check, we could lose here. He's got 9 triggers out of his deck, 4 left. That's not a lot. His deck is still pretty big. Lopbeard probably just gonna not use the. Oh, if he gets the Pelennor off that, we could be in trouble. Oh no. Oh yeah, I thought I had intercept again. Yeah, no, we would be in trouble if he gets the Pelennor, because then he can swing with his rears, pushes to 5. Okay, good. Sorry, pushes to 6, and then we lose, but we're fine. If we get a defensive here, he doesn't get any triggers. We're fine. Defensive. Nope. All right. We need a heal, which I have 1, 2 left. Possible. But he also has crits left too, right? So if he gets those, then we're done. Ah, that was a really good close game so far. Very close game so far. Not out of it just yet. There's a PG for him, and nothing there. All right, do we get the miracle heal for game? That'd be pretty huge. Nope. All right, that's game 1, boys and girls. Very close match. Definitely had a winning scenario right there if he didn't get that miracle's 5th damage trigger. Super close. That was game 1 using the commander format in Vanguard Zero. Moving on to game 2. Alright guys, here we are for game 2, fighting against Pale Moon. Okay, so here's the really interesting thing about the first game. The first game, I was kind of afraid to kind of push the tempo in my favor because my opponent was using Gold Paladin, a very good deck that you want to kind of keep off of a limit break. But I'm playing against Pale Moon right now, and frankly, I don't care if I give them limit breaks, so let's see what we can make happen here. We have a boomerang throw, which could be nice depending on what their starter is. If it's Girl Who Crossed the Gap, I will definitely kill it. It's not. I'd rather kill like a purple trapezes if they committed early or something, right? But I do have boomerang thrower, so depending what they call, you know. So there's Fire Juggler. Okay, so they're playing like a more aggressive build. I wouldn't be surprised to see a a Dreamy Fortress coming out of them, because usually Fire Juggler and Dreamy Fortress go hand in hand, especially with the starting presenter. I play starting presenter in my list for Pale Moon that isn't Dreamy Fortress, but I know a lot of people who do play Dreamy Fortress do play the starting presenter, because it just makes it more consistent to get as many as possible in your soul. But let's see what we can make happen here. Brutal Jack and Oasis Girl, so we'll have a really strong turn 2 play, which I'm very excited about. I wish more and more every time I play Vanguard Zero, I wish Battle Razor got the freaking effect to like gain extra 3K power like he does in the real game, because I could have gone for a more aggressive play this turn, which I would have liked to do. But there's a draw trigger, so no more perfect Razor, but I do get a Sure Kaiser. Okay, great. Okay, that's great actually. Yeah, I'll get my more generic play, and there's a Dreamy Fortress. Oh, we love seeing those go to the damage zone. Yes. Okay, so far, oh, another high powered, so that's a little, you know, salt on the moon there. Won't get to use the thing, but it's fine. Okay, we're looking good now, boys and girls. Okay, the Singleton deck. I was like, oh, I'm losing my only copy of Perfect Razor, so much for that game plan. But now I got this perfect game plan that the deck kind of is designed for, right? Like if I had to pick a best grade 3 for this deck, it's either Sternblau Kluger or it's a Sure Kaiser. So we'll get 2 games of the most ideal grade 3s, so super nice. There goes the Trapezist. Interesting to see. So I wonder if they're gonna just like abandon the Dreamy Fortress play now, because like they lost one already, so they already get like no value from having like now they can only call 2 out, right? So they only get 2 extra intercepts already. So the more you see go away, the more useless they become. And they heal. What's with these early game heal triggers against me? I'm so not okay with it. 2 games in a row. First red check heal triggers. Okay, checks out. Okay. Do I ride Brutal Jack here? I kind of want to like control their board in their hand, don't you think? It feels like a weird play, but I'm gonna do it. Yeah, we're gonna do it this way. I'm gonna ride Boomerang Thrower. I'm gonna call Oasis Girl. I'm gonna call Blaukluger, and I'm gonna call Death Army Guy. We're gonna swing like this. I don't know why I called Death Army Guy, just because I'm not attacking his Vanguard at all before Blaukluger attacks, but it's fine. He's just there to get value, I guess. But hey, I'm not complaining. Death Army Guy plus Shurikaiser equals Happy Steven, okay? So, not complaining at all. Oh, ooh, SP Dreamy Fortress, but there's another Dreamy Fortress going to the damage zone, boys and girls, and the presenter going to the drop zone means no full power Lukier effects, so they can only get 3 units out of play, and no more just free cards in their soul, so they're gonna need to fight to get certain things in here. I know I said at the beginning of this that I was actually looking forward to being more aggressive against them, but given the way they've been playing and how I can kind of like deny them of certain things at this point, I'm gonna do that. Obviously, to try and get some board presence over them, because I feel like a deck like this, in the early game, Pale Moon just kind of falters a little bit if they can't get the certain cards in their soul, which is why I like playing cards like Manticore and Beast Tamer, because then you do have an early game. Because like now they're just calling their Pharaohs and their grade 3s because they're like, I guess I can't do anything else, right? And I think like depending on how like my next turn goes, I'm gonna still control their board probably, because you know they're grasping at straws right now, right? And I feel like the more I keep them grasping, the better I can get ahead of them, and the more that I can actually position myself to win this game. So I'm gonna definitely probably still control them if I can, especially given how many triggers I have in this deck right now. Like I got a lot in there, so we can get some hella value off of the Shurikaiser, I bet. Wouldn't be surprised. Gold Rutile. Do I want to ride you? No. Always you. I was like, maybe. No. So yeah, like I said, we're gonna put Jack in the high gear here. I'm gonna go ahead and call this just so I can get some potential value off this trigger, guaranteed. That way I can always hit. We'll go like this. I'm going to swing like this. I think the best course of action is to play in case I get 2 triggers, so I'll do it like this for now, because if I get 1 trigger, I can push them to 3 damage, right? Stop them from limit breaking, they can't get their board back, and I get to maximize my damage output this turn, essentially. So there's the 1. Obviously restand Jack. Oh, I didn't mean, right. The power goes first and then the restand. Whoops. I wanted to give the power to high powered in case I got another trigger, but it's okay. It's just, oh, come on, well, actually, no, it's fine, because, it's not a grade 3, so it's not a double stand. It's just 1, but that's funny. And they get the defensive, so I can't hit them with that anyway. But to be fair, I didn't want to hit them with it. If I'm honest with you, like getting the 4 damage was kind of like it would have been nice, but it's not what I wanted actually. But oh, come on, are you serious? The turn I go for the control-y really good play, of course, is the turn they get double draw trigger in their damage zone. Oh, because they totally deserve that based on how they're playing, not utilizing their cards. I wonder, oh my god, I just realized, like, what's it like for people fighting against me? Are they just, like, baffled? They're like, is every single one of his cards different? Like, I wonder if someone's, like, having that mental question in their head when they're fighting against me. I wish I had, do I have emotes turned on? Let me turn them on for a second. See if anyone emotes at me. This feels like the kind of thing people would emote at, right? Leave down below the emote you would use against me the most. What's the emote you would use against me if you were fighting against a singleton deck? Mine would probably be like this one. Nice, man. What's really cool is they can't actually hit my my Brutal Jack with their Nitro Juggler, so if they don't get a trigger here, no damage for me. Let's go, baby. No damage for your boy right here. I'll take it. And their soul is pretty packed, I'm not gonna lie. No grade 3s in there though, so they're gonna get like no value off of this Lukier play, which I'm actually okay with. They're only gonna get 2 units, which frankly is a little low if you ask me, but it's okay. Right, Skip. So we have a neat scenario here where I can go you, and then I have the double Death Army column, which I'm definitely gonna throw down because why not? And then off of 1 grade 3, I restand my entire board, which is super cool. And if I get a trigger, it'll obviously be a trigger. And if they don't get a defensive, I can push into 6 this turn. So that's really good for us. There goes a PG, I would have liked that. And there goes a heal trigger, super big trigger right there. Okay, so power to Hungry Dumpty. Those boys will restand. And then with the Shurikaiser's effect, I will restand the Hungry Dumpty. They will take their damage. If they don't get a defensive here, I can potentially kill them. Okay, if they don't get one here, I could potentially kill them. So let's see what happens. Either way, I'll take the push to 5 though. I mean, I'll be honest. And there we go, boys and girls. Hungry Dumpy going in for the finishing blow, and they have the PG. Figured they've been clutching on to certain guards this whole game. I figured they had at least one. Also, it's an SP Hades Hypnotist. Oh my god, I love that SP so freaking much. Really, it's like a spiral effect. I love it. Speaks to the whole hypnotist thing, you know. All right, so let's see what they got going on here. Again, they're so like they got the good things in here, you know, like they got the Midnight Bunny, they got the Juggler, they got the Trapezist, but they only have 2 grade 2s, so they're only gonna get 2 units off their limit break, and they only have 3 cards in their hand. And I believe it. Now it's not once per turn, so they can't get a whole board, but that's 4 counterblasts. That's all their counterblasts. So no more Midnight Bunnies for extra aggression, right? I figured they'd prioritize more extra aggression than just like board presence, but let's see what they do here. There's another grade 2 in the soul. Nothing crazy. They are thinning their deck though, which is crazy. They have a lot of triggers in their deck too, by the way. I think over half. There's a 3rd heal though, so as long as they don't heal, I don't care what cards they get, because Assura Kaiser and 5 damage equals yum, right? Like when you have an Assura Kaiser just sitting there ready to go against them at 5 damage, you're like, let's go. So far we've been playing this game, I think, perfectly. Is an adjective that I would use, because we've been controlling our opponent very well. They don't have a way to enable their limit break, obviously. They're going to go for their purple Trapezist extra column play and getting an extra intercept. Very, very good for them. But I have a gold root tile, and all I need to do is draw any other attacker, and if I get 1 trigger, I think I win the game. So we are definitely in a position to win 100%. But the question is going to be, if we don't win, what can they do to us? With one counterblast and 2 cards in hand, I think if I just get rid of their front row, they'll be very behind and struggling to kind of kill me. I wouldn't mind. Well, I wouldn't mind that either, but I wouldn't mind seeing a grade 2 top deck. That'd be pretty nice. That would make me feel safe going into the next turn. And they're gonna risk the need for the trigger. They get it. Their deck was very thin. It's not really a risk at that point, honestly. It's a very, very calculated play. And they get their last heal trigger? Okay, now that's not fair. How can I be playing so perfectly and they just get everything, man? Okay, that draw trigger is nice. Give me a grade 2. Come on. Oh, okay. I'll take that. That's fine. I approve of this message. And what's really cool is they let me keep my Death Army Commander, which is interesting because now I get to have another board essentially where I have where if I just get 1 trigger, I restand everything. And so again, I go for this like game-winning play if they don't have 2 PGs in their hand and they don't get a defensive. And now I have 3 PGs in my hand too, which they're not playing stand triggers, and I'm at 5 damage, so they actually cannot kill me next turn thanks to these 3 PGs. So thank you, bless up. Good things come to those that make good plays, boys and girls. Hashtag good thing. Type this down in the comments. Good things come to those who make good plays. That's the chat command of the day. Okay, boys and girls, that is the chat command of the day. And there's the trigger, boys and girls. It's almost like we play the game and everything has been going our way so far. Even though our opponent's gotten really lucky actually, but we've been playing very well and getting lucky, which is nice. All right, do they get the defensive? Because if they don't, I think we can push for game. Okay, so there's no defensive. So now they need 2 PGs. Let's see if they get it. But then I don't like giving them obviously the second damage, but I gotta go for game, don't I? I got to. Oh baby, gold rule tile. They have no more heal stuff. That's guaranteed game. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Singleton challenge, commander challenge, whatever you want to call it. That is it in the books, boys and girls. Oh, baby. I love that so freaking much. We did it. And I played, I think, you know what? For a deck that only has 1 copy of each card, I was able to make a pretty cool, like, board right there. I restood my whole board twice. You know what I mean? Like, that's really powerful to me, boys and girls. I will take that. Okay, going into the game 3, already a victor of this challenge. Let's see if we can't end off with a nice little 2-in-1 victory for the video. If that doesn't deserve a like right there, I don't know what does, boys and girls. I don't know what does. All right, here we are for the final game of the video, fighting against Royal Paladin. Please be MLB so I can like use Boomerang Throw on your Librogal. That'd be pretty funny. Shout out to attacking wing all braids with that in set 4 meta. I'm actually gonna, oh god, do I really keep a freaking Death Army Commander over anything else? I gotta think like, but I want it in my hand. I'll put it back. It's like less good against MLB anyway, because the best you can get is like a restand on whatchamacallit, on MLB, which is like 17k and you're only 16k, so like that's not really worth it to me. I do draw my Blaupanzer, which I will. Well, okay. Ooh, maybe if I keep it in my hand and I draw another grade 3, I can get Blaukluger, which is probably a good idea. So I think I'll hang on to it for the potential of digging for Blaukluger if I get like a worse grade 3 in my hand. So I will hang on to that. Okay, normally I like playing Nova Grappler against MLB actually, because I play a Beast Deity deck that's actually really good at beating MLB because you get a lot of advantage and you kind of force them into weird scenarios where they lose. But this deck obviously doesn't have those cards. I wish I probably should have put in the one spicy Azure Dragon in this deck just for like the lulz of like having a useless 11k beat stick, but I thought it doesn't do anything, so what's the point? For the memes, Steven. For the memes, that's always the point. I know, I should have thought of it. Okay. Okay, so nothing like too hot. I definitely have to use this Battle Razor again, which again, I'm not a big fan of. I don't like using Battle Razor early. I don't like using any starters really early, unless like you absolutely have to. And there goes our Ashura Kaiser, the MVP of the previous game. So that's not exciting. Miru Biru, so that's definitely an Amaro clone. That boy is, but there's Shout. Okay, so Shout could be useful at digging for specific things. I can ditch the Razor Custom because I think, you know, at this point the Razor play is not really gonna be coming up in this game. There's the Bedivere. Okay, nothing crazy. Now they don't have any more Lians in play. Hopefully, if I was them, I'd hope to have at least one more in my hand that I can just throw down this turn. I always like having one Lian in play versus riding one. Like, so like, if I have an option between Marin and Lian, I'll always ride Marin and then call the Lian on my turn 1 so I can constantly keep cycling. But obviously he has no more grade 1s, so. Speaking of Marin, there she was. Okay, so there's the damage. There goes Transit. Oh yeah, definitely. No more Razor plays, boys and girls. Razor Custom, you're getting shouted. Get out of here. We don't need you. Street Bouncer. Oh, baby, we're gonna be drawing so many cards this turn, digging for everything we need. I see no reason not to put Shout behind the Vanguard. Yep. Then we're gonna go ahead and activate your skill. Gonna go ahead and discard this Razor Custom, see what we draw. There's a Clay Doll Mechanic. Oh my god, my voice cracked there. I'm so sorry you had to hear that. I'm gonna call you, and then call you. Rest. Draw a card. There's Stern Blaukluger. I was gonna use Blaupanzer to search for you if you were anything else, but hey, I'll take it. Now, he will be a 10k base, which sucks, but guess what? Unless he has the whole MLB column in his hand, so will MLB. And I do have a 7k booster behind my Vanguard, so it doesn't really matter actually, because I'll always be 17 when he restands, so he'll still be hitting good numbers. It'll just be like a little bit awkward. All right, so let's see what my opponent has. My hand's looking like, I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's bad at all. You know, I have a lot of PGs, which is always nice to see against an MLB deck. But the question will become is like, can I handle, if I beat MLB with this deck, oh my god, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna have the biggest head in the world. Like, my ego's gonna be so huge for like the next like 8 days. I don't know why 8, but 8 days seems like the correct number. No Blaster. I was gonna say, like, don't commit the Blaster Blade without having the Blaster Dark in your hand too, homie. That's just no bueno. He will be giving us the 3 Counterblast. Oh my god, I totally realized I forgot to check for the freaking Toolkit Boy. Yeah, it's probably not in here. I've played 2 games with this deck and haven't seen it, so it's probably not in here. I'm stupid. I should have put that. I should have put Toolkit Boy in here. He is such like a generically good card. Why didn't I think of it? Oh, you wanna know what it is? I think as I sorted in alphabetical order, so I didn't see him until the very end, did I? That could be a reason. I don't know. Making up excuses. Pulling the excuses out of my hat. There goes Blaukluger. A lot of grade 2s. Why don't we just draw a grade 3 heal trigger now? Because that's the way this game works. Not grade 3, but it's still a trigger. I'm gonna go ahead and ride Stern. I really, as much as I think this is the play, boys. Like, I see no reason not to commit any more cards from my hand. I want to get rid of the Palmades, and then any triggers I get are going to Vanguard anyway. Maybe to the rear guard if I want to draw. Maybe. Come on, give me that draw trigger so I can restand twice. Oh, wait, no, not restand twice, restand once. I'm stupid. But I will be able to attack him again, which is nice. You're more valuable because then I can use your effect to countercharge. Drew heal trigger. Oh, that would have been a. If I would have gotten that heal trigger, boys, that's a hella check right there. That's a check and a half right there. Ooh, oh, come on, stop it. 1 was bad, 2 is just mean. 2 is just mean. If he heals there, I would have been so pissed. I would have been like legitimately upset. I wonder if he's gonna let me keep my Death Army guy. He probably won't, he'll probably attack it, but if he, I want him to let me keep it. You know what I mean? Like I want him to let me keep it. I wouldn't mind it. How many triggers left in there now? I just have to do the count like this. So I have 3 in my hand and I've got 5 in place. So that's 8, so I have 5 left. 16 cards. That's actually, that's one more in counting these. So it's 6 left. I actually have 6 left because of the Battle Razor. That's a lot. Only 1 intercept. Boys, I like, depending on how many PGs they have in their hand, I think we can make this happen, actually. Believe it or not, I think we can make this happen. And even if we don't make it happen this turn, I got 3 PGs, boys and girls. We're gonna be here for a minute, alright? And he needs to get a trigger here, otherwise he's not even hitting us. Oh my god, if we get out of here, okay, I was gonna say it'd be so unfair if we just like got out of here with nothing lost. That'd have been crazy. I have my 12k attacker, I have my Death Army commander, and I have my Claylon mechanic. So I see draw grade 2. Oh, okay. So now I can hang on to my commander. I can go right skip. I can call you, I can call you, I can call you, I can countercharge 1, I can swing Cup Bowler into the Blaster Blade, and then I can swing Blaukluger into the Vanguard, thin my hand out of cards I don't need like these grade 3s and try and get some extra triggers so that way I can guarantee hit him twice. We've seen 1 PG go away, he probably doesn't have 2. Let's see what happens. No triggers there, take your damage, don't you dare get a defensive, you schmuckhead. Let's go, that's 2 BGs down. I think we've seen him try to check 1 more actually, so I think he only has maximum 1 in his hand, and we have 2 attacks on his Vanguard. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we live for. Here we go. Stern Blaukluger for the game. There's a stand trigger. It matters. How will we stand you and give you the power so that way you can swing at the rear guard in case he does have the miracle kill trigger and we can get no board scenario. There's 1 PG. Let's see if he has 2. We've seen 2. I think I saw him try to check another one actually as well, but he could have shuffled his deck since then. But let's see. Does he have another PG in his hand? He does. But that's his last PG though. We know he has no more left. And the really funny thing is, I bet you he was gonna get a 6 damage heal anyway because he has all of them in his deck. But we were so close to finishing off that turn. That would have been super amazing. But the bright side is that he's at 5 damage. Unless he heals, we're good to go. And even if he does heal, if he makes the mistake of giving us another counterblast, then we get to just, deal him the 5 again thanks to Blaukluger, right? So he needs to not deal us a 5th damage this turn if he does heal. If he doesn't heal, I feel like it doesn't matter to him because he is out of PGs though, so I think it does matter to him. So let's see what he does. Kingdom Knights Alfred. Okay, is that a heal trigger for him? No. I wonder. Oh, he's doing it to get intercepts. I see. Yeah. So he's gonna counterblast 3 to get an intercept. I'm not sure what that. I mean, he needs to do whatever he can, right? At this point, he needs intercepts and he needs heals. What? Okay, so now I think he has 2 great 2s in his hand. Otherwise, he's just being weird. What? And why would you call that there? Is that what you call it? Wait, why would you call that? Oh, because you only have 9Ks in your hand, so you need to attack my 10K. I got you. I was like, because you're not planning on giving me 5 damage, are you? Are you planning on giving me 5 damage? I was gonna say. It's a bad plan. So he has a 25% chance here to heal. Maybe a little bit more than that, actually. All right, does he get it? Does he get it? Does he get it? He does. What a god. But does he make the misplay of giving me my 5th damage? Does he make the misplay? Because if he does give me the 5th damage, I think he loses. Guaranteed. No, he doesn't. He's a smart boy. Dang it. The late game heals, man. That's what makes MLB so frustrating to deal with when you don't have a way to get crits. So frustrating when you don't have a way to get crits. Oh, I was gonna say, I only have 1 counterblast. Don't make that mistake again. This is a moment where having a card like Hungry Dumpty would have been. I was gonna say, do I use Shout to maybe draw into a Hungry Dumpty? Do I use Shout to get into a grade 2? I think I do need to dig for a grade 2, so I think I will. Oh, or a 2nd PG. I'll take that actually. So now we're gonna have to play like this, which is a little annoying, but all I need is 12k to push him to 5 damage, which is fine. Like either way, I'm chilling. I clear his board. He's got nothing really left. Any triggers? Oh, there's the Hungry Dumpty. Why just be rude? Why don't you, game? Just be the rudest game ever and show me the 1 card that would have won me the game. Oh, sure, that's great. Are you serious? There he was, mocking me. The next card. I would have won the game with that card probably. Oh my god, that would have been nice. I do have 2 BGs now though. I've seen all 4 of my BGs, but I wonder if he's gonna just try and kill me now. Like, if I was him, would I just like bum rush the Vanguard? I think I would. Oh man, that's frustrating to see. Okay, now I don't think we win. Man, we were so close this game. Wow, 3 heal triggers back to back to back. That's pretty crazy. Like literally all the checks since then have been heals. So I think we wouldn't have beaten him, by the way. That's what that means. He would have 6 damage healed, but I would have preferred not to have seen that. But he will let me keep my board, but obviously I can't do anything with it. I can Lion Heat though, which is nice, I guess, depending on when I top deck, but Jesus. I don't know, I have 1 heal left. Shubela, pretty cool, but I don't have any intercepts. Like, I lose this game on the next turn, obviously. Like, there's no way I can deal 3 damage. Unless I just get like mad. I don't even have 2 draw triggers left. Wait, can you hit anything? Hits. Oh, how many cards in my soul? 2. Dang it! I needed 1 more card in my soul, and then I could use Shubela to draw a card, and then I could have used gotten a draw trigger off that, and I could have attacked again, potentially winning. But yeah, no, we don't. I suppose I could have pushed him to 5 this turn, but that's all I could have done. That heal trigger, that second heal trigger, basically clinched it for us, and we did get the draw trigger, but I would have drawn it. So, and there was my heal trigger too. Can I get a semblance of a chance, please? At least, you know, like at least make it somewhat worth my while. But it's all right. He got there in the end. Good job, MLB, showing how good you are against a 1 copy deck. He called final turn. Oh, the beasting. Oh, I'm not even gonna give him the satisfaction. No, you don't get the satisfaction of killing me now. No, 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 no. BMers do not get the satisfaction of killing people. No, no, no. You gotta give up, homie. That's what you get. Okay, guys, that was it for game 3. Let's head to an outro. Okay, boys and girls, that does it for the Commander / the Singleton Challenge in Cardfight Vanguard Zero. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. I had actually so much fun making this video. I was so shocked how like consistent the deck was. Like, we were able to do something every single game despite having no synergy and no like actual combos within our deck. Like, we had like, you know, some neat combos that existed because of the card pool that we had access to, but we didn't have like a winning image, right? We just had whatever we were drawing into and playing for that, and then reacting to whatever our opponent was doing, and that was kind of a really cool test. Like, I really loved our second game. I would say that was one of the best games of Vanguard Zero I've ever played with like my own strategy and stuff, because I was relying on what I was drawing and not what I like wanted to make happen. Like, I had no preconceived notion of what I wanted that game to be like until I started drawing my cards. And I think that's a really like dramatic way to play Vanguard, and it made it really exciting. So that's it for the Singleton Challenge, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and click that bell for notifications so you guys know when my videos go live for you. Remember, 200 likes on this video and I will do a live version of this challenge when set 7 drops over on my Twitch channel. Links to that down below. Definitely go follow me there as well. If you guys have any questions or you want to let me know how you do on this challenge, if you ever do it yourself, let me know down in the comments below or over on Twitter at @champion_true. Links to that down below as well. And with all that being said, you guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, I've been your true champion, Steven. Please be sure to work hard, rest easy, and live well. And I'll see you all next time. Peace.